coming to Royston Market today. Can I just say a thank you to Ruth for inviting me to do a cooking demonstration for Royston District Twinning Association.
Thank you, Jayne.
So we are going to start. Let's cook. First of all, you have a paella dish, or you can use a deep frying pan. Your oil needs to be hot, and olive oil please, not extra virgin olive oil. Your chicken, it's always best to have your ingredients prepared beforehand, as it does make it a hell of a lot simpler. So we're going to add the chicken and we're going to brown that. If you've got a small pan, which most of you probably have, I would suggest that you do it in batches, because if you don't, you boil the chicken rather than cook the chicken. So all we're going to do, we're going to brown it, but not cook the chicken through. Nobody likes a tough old boiler, do they now? With cooking, it should be about what you like. So if there is an ingredient you don't like, omit the ingredient, substitute it for something else, add something to it. There's no hard and fast rules. Eat what you like. If you've got all your ingredients prepared, you just add. And then it will take you about 30 minutes. It's about, once you add the rice, about 20 minutes to cook.
So the cooking process from
Start to finish is 30 minutes.
Right.
Then you've got probably about 15 minutes prep beforehand. This is the boring bit.
We'll cut this out.
Feel free to get your castanets out or your maracas, or do a bit of Spanish dancing. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Because I have got a big pan, whilst I'm removing the chicken, I'm going to add the onions on this side. So we need to cook the onions for about 10 minutes. They need to soften. You don't want them to colour, because if they colour too much, they will become bitter.
Is there alcohol in it?
There isn't.
Can there be?
If you wish, if you want to put a few glugs of white wine in the stock that I'm going to use, which you will see in a minute, there is a little bit of alcohol in that. You can use all your own vegetable peelings, chicken bones, whatever you want, and just strain it. Never waste anything. You can freeze stock, or you can use stock cubes, a little bit, if you so wish. But your own stock's going to be salt-free and gluten-free.
So the base is always the same, Jayne, whether you're doing chicken strips or fish?
Yeah, your fish, if you pick up the recipe, you obviously add that very much at the last minute, because fish cooks too quickly. This is going to serve about 30 people.
Teenagers as well.
Probably a little more, but... And then we're going to add the garlic. Now if you chop up garlic beforehand, you need to keep it cold, otherwise it can turn a really lovely shade of blue, which is not attractive in a paella. You don't want to burn your garlic, again that will become bitter, so that just needs to go in for about 1 minute. Right, next comes your chorizo. You want to put your chorizo in for about a couple of minutes. Chorizo has paprika in it, which releases lovely oils, and this will give the flavour. And it also looks nice. As I said, if it's something you don't like, you can always use a spicy sausage or a plain sausage. Cooking is about, as I said before, what you enjoy, not about what you should do. There's no hard and fast rules. And if the paella police are out there, yes, you can use rabbit, you can use whatever you like. Different regions use different things. So what we're going to do next, we're going to add our spices. I add turmeric. The reason I add turmeric, it gives a wonderful bright colour, and it just is so vibrant. Again, you don't have to do that. Paprika, you can use any type of paprika. I tend to use smoked, again, because it does give a wonderful flavour. So that's going in. And the most important ingredient of all is your saffron. Now, I wouldn't leave saffron out. It's the most important ingredient in paella. Very expensive. You don't need too much of it. You only need a small amount. You're just going to stir it around just to get the smell of those spices. And if you're standing close enough, I can already smell them. You can start smelling those spices already. And then we're going to add our rice, which is rather a lot of rice here today. So here we go. We're going to coat our rice in the oils and the spices.
Is it paella rice?
It is paella rice. It's a shorter rice. I mean, you obviously could use another rice if you didn't have that available, but I would say use the paella rice really.
I'll tell you what, that's 30 portions. They're quite big portions, surely.
You know what you're having for tea tonight, don't you? Or actually for the next week.
Does it freeze?
It does freeze actually. It does, it freezes very well. You can keep it in the fridge, I would say. Obviously with rice, you don't want to leave it out at room temperature for too long. Because rice can be, and I should give this to my lovely assistant, Josh.
You're in a swimsuit, really, Bill.
He needs to be going like that.
Does he get paid extra for that?
Right, so I'm just stirring this all round so you can see the colours are coming. And now we're going to start adding some stock going in. As I said, this is stock I've made at home. You can do this with fresh peelings, anything you've got. Don't waste anything. It gives so much flavour. And all the stocks can be used in soups, gravies, whatever you want to do. Casseroles. So it's just a shame to waste all those beautiful flavours. Right, so now, this is a bit the boring bit, I'm afraid. Because this is where the rice has to cook. It's going to take about 20 minutes, I would say. And I will add some more stock to it shortly.
Oh no, don't spoil that.
You can listen to the Spanish music in the background. Please have a sangria if you wish. I've got alcoholic and non-alcoholic sangria there. Right, I'm just going to add some more stock to this. As long as you keep stirring it, it shouldn't stick to the pan. And now we're going to add your chicken back in. The chicken will then simmer in the juices and will take on the flavour of the juices. If you cut the chicken into relatively smallish chunks, you don't want to overcook the chicken, but obviously the most important thing is that the chicken is cooked. I'm afraid it's a little way off yet, so you're just going to have to bear with me and wait. I can tap dance for you if you want. Now I'm lucky because I have a croak, so I can check my chicken.
Yeah.
These are great things to have actually. Almost there, not quite, but almost there. Bothered. Does this face look bothered? A little bit.
It does smell good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. 19 degrees in Madrid and 19 degrees in Lloyd's.
Is that? we got Madrid
24 degrees behind here.
Yeah.
Right. We're now going to add the colour.
these straight out of the freezer?
You can use them straight out the freezer. These have obviously been in the cool box, but you're perfectly fine to use them out the freezer. They soon heat up in one of these, you know, in a pan anyway. Right, most important thing of all, seasoning. Lots of ground black pepper. Right, we're seconds away now, guys. Who's first in the queue?
Lovely,
You? Not you.
Right, I'm just going to season a wee bit more. And then we're good to go. Here we go. Yes, thank you.